Hi, welcome back. You're still watching Power Breakfast on CNBC-TV18. Now, we've already taken you through all of the global market action, but back home on the Lal Street, a late surge in financials led the benchmarks higher. Nifty ended above the 11,700 mark for the first time since August in last year, while the Sensex also ended at a record closing high of over 39,000. The broader markets, however, underperformed the benchmarks. The mid-cap recovered from the day's low and ended with just some minor gains. The Nifty Bank also recovered around 300-odd points and ended mildly in the green. Mangalam is now here to take us through all of the cues that we need to watch out for today.
Good morning, guys. So yesterday, yes, it was a last-hour rally that took the Nifty about 50 points away from its record high. So we're very close, about 46.5 points, if you must. And that was just on a closing basis. The last tick of the Nifty was close to 11,730, which is pretty close to where we were on April 1 as well, 11,738. So we've gone there once. We're going there once more. Let's see whether we go all the way this time or not. The mid-caps and the Nifty Bank, like you said, did recover from the lows and did just above the flat line, and the SGX Nifty now indicates that maybe we'll open closer to the record high than before. Yesterday, the Nifty Bank underperformed. So what is it that contributed to the Nifty's gains? We had both the non-Nifty bank components, HDFC Limited and TCS, accounting for nearly 66% of Nifty's gains. Cash market flows looking good, no problems out there. The FIs buying around 543 crores in the markets, and the domestic institutional investors, as the trend has been, have been supplying to the FII demand. In index futures also, no problems. There was a mild 75 crores sell in yesterday's trading session, but the FIs, again, two long contracts for one short contract in index futures, around 68% long exposure. Index options, that is where the positive data point came in. Remember, tomorrow is the RBI policy outcome. Ahead of that, the FIs added close to 8,400 longs on the index calls and added about 9,500 shorts on index puts. So that's telling you there is support at the lower level, and they are bracing themselves for a higher level because the street is expecting a 25 basis points rate cut. Where are the markers placed? The 11,900 call for 4 rupees a pop, maybe some punt buying seen there. We have 11,850 call as well, which saw about 2.5 lakh shares added for a premium of around 9.5. The support seen strongly between 11,650 to 11,700 because for the April series also we saw the 11,700 put seeing some addition, and for the options that expire tomorrow, 11,700 put has seen a fair amount of open interest writing. But a lot of people, Nigel, this one you will enjoy. A lot of people say, Miss Nifty, whether she'll oblige us or not. But if you're chasing someone, there is a creep always, and crude is that creep. It's inched towards $70 per barrel. From the start of this year itself, it's inched up 36%. So let's see what happens with crude prices. But as of now, it looks like a record high is very near.
Okay, all right. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Crude, yes, that's a bit of a niggling worry with it moving towards $70 per barrel. But what about stocks we're focusing on?
A lot of them. We start from the FMCG pack. We have Marico reporting its fourth quarter update, saying the demand was stable, healthy offtake, and more importantly, the domestic volumes have been in line with their near-term outlook. 8 to 10% is what they had spoken about earlier. HEG, this is interesting now because the company yesterday said the board has approved paying 162 crores to increase stake in Bhilwara Energy Limited from 29% to 49%. And this is an associate company of HEG. So let's see how the street takes that. DB Realty, already 71% of the promoter's stake was pledged. Yesterday, there was more pledge created on 77.5 lakh shares, which amounts to about 3.2% of the company's stake. So additional pledge creation on DB Realty. SL Propack, they've announced to the exchanges that they've received repayment of intercorporate deposit of 96 crore rupees. Remember, this is again from the Subhash Chandra family SL group itself. So let's see how the street takes this as well. Midhani starts this year with a healthy order book. So close to around 1,700 crores. This compares with 520 crores that we saw at the start of the previous year. KAMDHENU Limited, not a stock that we talk about very often, but they've completed commissioning of their new plant, which implies that the production capacity has doubled. So that should be a positive. And finally, keep an eye. We're just 2 days into this week, and we've seen big moves this week so far. Tata Motors and Tata Motors DVR close to around 14 to 17% moves on both these stocks. So let's see what happens out there. And interesting moves coming in the telecom space as well. Some money looks like it's shifting after the rights issue of Vodafone Idea. So this week itself, Bharti Airtel has gained about 7%, while Vodafone Idea down about 8%.
All right. Thanks a lot for that, Mangalam. We will keep an eye out on all of those stocks today.